Yo, what's up? It's your boy Darshaun Smith back again for another episode of the Positivity Hour, episode 81. This one is entitled Society Has Made You Weak, okay? Yes, you listening and or watching this right now, okay? We're going to break down just how society has made you weak, me included, and most importantly, the steps I have taken to move away from this weakness, okay? Because you are never completely not weak. You always can improve and become stronger. But with all that being said, roll the new intro and let's get straight to it. Woo! There we go. Had to clean the lens real quick. I always like one take these, but I make a cut there anyways because that's just how it works, okay? Resist the slave mind, as Andrew Tate would say, okay? And that's pretty much what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about a number of things, but like I said, in essence, it's going to talk about how society as a whole has made you weak, okay, my party people. And this one, I don't know. I sort of have a list of things to talk about, from food to housing to jobs to family to your friends to the real world as a whole. These are things we're going to cover today, and I'm going to break down how they've made you weak, due to their modern conventions, and then we're going to move into ways that you can readjust how you move or maneuver rather in society so that you can live your best life. And as I'm literally about to put on a t-shirt today, in which is dang near my second motto at this point, next to stay positive, is level up today, okay? All caps, baby. So let's hop straight into this, okay? So first, I want to start by saying life is good. Life is great. And my life is good. And my life is great because I've been exercising like crazy. I've been loving myself like crazy. And I don't mean Fap Nation over here. I mean literally, I look in the mirror, I'm just like, yo, Darshaun, you got this, okay? Yo, Darshaun, I know you don't want to go run to the train tracks today and then go jump rope for an hour. That was what yesterday was. But it's like, I kind of want to do it, okay? So it's pushing yourself and to do what you should do, but we often make excuses not to do, okay? Think about that, okay? Every time I do something, I'm like, I think about, what you should do, okay? And I'm not perfect. I have my moments where I'm just like, man. But at the same time, my win to loss rate, otherwise known as a success rate, and leveling up myself or living up to my goals here, by 2030 or by 2022, little improvements is a lot better than monumental steps, okay? Because monumental steps are a lot harder. They're possible, but one needs to break down the issue, needs to break down the goal, needs to break down where they want to get to so you can better achieve, what you want in life, okay? Are you picking up what I'm laying down? What I'm saying is perfectly in line with today's topic of this video or this podcast you're listening to, which is in essence society, in which we all coexist in, has made you weak. Specifically, in what I'm talking about is how you frame problems, how you frame your mindset, how you frame overcoming a challenge, okay? And I'm already off the script. I haven't even, I'm talking about a topic that I'm not even supposed to talk about technically, but it's okay because it's very on topic. Because your mind is everything, your mind is the biggest hurdle you need to overcome as a person who is trying to level up today. Whether that be, working, like I said, working out more, or pushing through and working at your job a little bit more, whether that is, I'm just giving you examples, going back to school or finishing school. It's the frame of mindset in which you do it in. It's the, okay, I'm gonna do this, but I'm not gonna be like everyone else. I'm not going to fall into that quote peer pressure. Side note, for those of you who don't know, I don't believe in peer pressure. I believe in you low-key just wanted to do it anyways. Inside note, the peer pressure, air quotes, or how it's supposed to be. Like, just because it works or it's been like that doesn't mean it has to be like that. Okay, if you need an extra hour of studying, don't go out to the club with your friends. Okay, you need to make sacrifices, and this is why I'm saying society has made you weak. Okay, in this case, a social sense. But we're gonna get back on topic real quick after I drink some water right here. Okay, it's been a couple videos since I've showed this. Okay. Yo, I've drank so much water in these last couple days. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Stay healthy out here, man. Change your life today, okay? I don't really weigh myself or anything, but something in which I can see as a tangible, like I'm getting more in shape, is how I bought a jump rope like a year ago, and I couldn't really jump rope, and like I haven't used it since then. But then yesterday I wanted to jump rope because I wanted to, like I said, run to the train tracks and then jump rope. Excuse me. And then when I was jumping rope, hopefully you're not playing the jump rope drinking game. I was able to jump rope like 50 times in a row, and I could have kept going, but I hit my left foot for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, my legs are tired, but yeah, I could do it again. Hey, man, getting in shape is fun, okay? So get in shape today. But back on topic to today's video. Our first big topic, and which is on topic on the docket for today, is how food has made you a weaker individual, both literally and figuratively, okay? Now, if you don't know me, Darshaun, if you've only listened to these podcasts and you've never seen me on my YouTube channel, Darshaun Smith Productions, which you should go subscribe to, or hate comment on, or whatever you do, as long as you're staying positive, that's all that matters at the end of the day. But food, I am an intaker of food because I have to live, but also at one point in my life I had too much food, and then I became obese, and technically I'm still obese, but I'm working really hard just to be overweight and get my weight down. And just because I'm obese doesn't mean I can't do 20 push-ups, doesn't mean I can't run a mile, doesn't mean I can't jump rope for longer than probably you can, you know what I'm saying? So constant progression is better than perfection, okay? I don't have a chiseled six-pack with the guns hanging out yet, but I also am probably stronger than you. So I don't know, you tell me. But that was a side note. What I'm talking about here is how food has made you weak in society, okay? I'm not even saying this is like a GMO versus organic thing. Literally, the things we put into our body, like the junk food has made you weak. Literally, some of the chicken you eat has made you weak, okay? And hey, we are inclusive of all people, so all people are gonna get the hate today. So I'm looking at you vegan people eating your tofu, okay? Some tofu is not the same, okay? You can get some bootlegged 7-Eleven basement sketchy tofu, we'll say, or you can get that creme de la creme in that 2-star Michelin restaurant. I said 2-star, 2 Michelin star restaurant, okay? Just because it is the same in essence does not mean it was made the same, okay? I'm talking about processed foods, trans fats, things of this nature, whether that be going out to Arby's or McDonald's or Wendy's, just to name a couple brands that, take your money, most importantly, but also give you something in which is not too good for you in reality. So it's just like reframing your mind and thinking about that, like, okay, like I understand the fact that moderation is key. I'm not saying you can never eat McDonald's again, or you can never have that strawberry shortcake or that Little Debbie brownie, but I'm saying if you eat that 10 times a week, you're gonna get fat, okay? Meaning society and its marketing schemes have made you weak, okay? on to the next point, our housing, okay? Our housing has made you weak, okay? Think about it. Even like to 150, 200 years ago, yeah, we had little houses here and there, but like you were subject to the elements at a higher rate than we are today. Currently in my apartment on this beautiful Sunday morning, my air conditioner is on. I have my artificial cooling. I got electricity lighting up my room, colorful decorative lights in the back, as you can see. And most importantly, I have a cell phone right in front of me that gives me access to the whole world without going outside. Society has made you weak. It is these things that make us not connect with the earth. It is these things that separate us from one another. Like I said, it's the electricity in the artificial cooling, in which I've literally seen, and I've done myself personally, where I'm like, I'm not going outside today. It's too hot. And then I sit on the couch and I get fat. Okay, society literally has made you weak. It has made you too comfortable. You need to make yourself uncomfortable. Go outside. Go skateboard, go longboard, go run, go jump rope, go walk, go take pictures, go touch the earth, go do something besides sitting on your couch doing jack diddly squat, okay? It's that simple. Now, in terms of housing, like I said, humans, as Homo sapiens, what we currently are, we've been around for about 100,000 years, okay? So in the grand scheme of things, not too long. But we've had this technology in which we've made our lives overly comfortable, for about 1,000 years or so, I'll say, really for what we're all currently enjoying, the last 100 years, I'd probably say, 150. I don't know exactly when electricity came out, but I think it was sometime in the 1800s. And because they did have electric cars in 1890, well, I'll say that, but that's a conversation for a different story. But you're missing the point, okay? Housing as a whole, in the luxuries, air quotes, that come with it, is what has made you soft, okay? It's what has made me soft, and it's why I am trying to change the narrative around housing, okay? Yes, you need a place to sleep, and I'm not saying you need to go sleep out back with the cockroaches next to the dumpster, but what I am saying is if you do not actively work against the urge and the quote-unquote peer pressure to stay inside because it's hot outside today, or not go to work or the gym or interact with people at the club or at the park or whatever it may be, staying inside, housed how we currently has hindered our progress, I feel like, as a society, partly due to the pandemic, being that we all have permanent residence now. When the pandemic first popped off, they said lock down in your house, okay? Society has made us weak. Where was everyone? Okay, I will admit, there was a good section of the country that was like, F these lockdowns. But at the same time, where was the majority of the society who was like, what, you're not gonna let us live our life? And I fall victim to that too, okay? I went home, I sat on the couch, and I gained 40 pounds due to the lockdown. Now I'm more dependent on the systems in place, such as healthcare and dental for cavities or whatever it may be, or so I'm just saying, I think I have expressed the point enough in which you understand housing and food in and of itself are not bad, but it's what society has morphed them into recently, in which is not conducive with a productive, happy, positive, healthy future for yourself in the future, okay? So with all that being said, let's move on to the third topic for today. Jobs, okay? Your job has made you weak, okay? We do simple tasks. We do machine tasks, okay? We put a cap on a bottle and screw it on. We can automate that, okay? Use your brain. I'm sorry to all the people who work in factory jobs on how it's made or something like that, but a lot of that can be automated or like done by someone else other than a human. And a lot of people are like, oh no, but that's my job. And I understand that, party people, but what I'm saying is you are smarter than that. Okay, society has dumbed you down. It has made you weak. Oh, I need my gas station job. It's all I have to pay my rent. Yes, okay, I understand, man. If I'm down bad and I need a job and the gas station job is all there is, I'm a go get it, okay? I'm not a hypocrite. I understand in society you need that money, otherwise you can't pay your rent, you can't do any of that. But what I'm saying is some people just stop at the job, and that's how society has made you weak. That's how I know you've been beaten down by society and you need to level up today. If you are not working that job and thinking about, how do I get a better job? How do I make more money? How do I use this position here to level up within the company so I'm not the cashier anymore? I'm a team lead. I'm a store manager. F it. Maybe at least I work in the bakery, okay? I get paid an extra $1 or $2 an hour, okay? If you're not figuring out ways to optimize yourself in the job marketplace, you're playing yourself. Society has made you weak. It has said, you're a little man. You don't deserve that raise. You're a little... I don't know the woman equivalent, okay? So we're just gonna speak with the dudes, okay? I'm sorry. What I'm saying though, in essence, I know you have already picked up, is there's nothing wrong with the modern jobs we are working, okay? They're jobs that need to be filled. That's the whole reason someone's hiring and paying people to do it. But what I'm saying is your framework around the job, how we are brought up to be pushed into these jobs, and most importantly, how we are expected to stay in these jobs that exploit us for pennies on the dollar, and compared to the profits in which, the elites are making off of us, is crazy. And that is how jobs have made you weak, person watching this, okay? Moving on to our fourth topic for today, your family, okay? I must admit, my family personally started off in my life making me weak, okay? But like a year or two in, we all just fucking leveled up in this joint, and we are now a strong collective unit, okay? Both my mom's side, both my dad's side, we are in this to win it, okay? We are in this to level up. We are in this to get this bread. We are in this to educate ourselves, both formally in terms of college, like myself, but both informally by networking with people and making sure we are doing our due diligence in terms of the how we maneuver ourselves, whether that be taxes or vehicles or things of that nature, so we can leave something for the next generation, so we can be the part in our family tree that gain the knowledge. So the Smith, Boykins, Bowden, Ballard, Williams, I'm trying to think. I don't know. There's so many of us. It's hard to forget and name them all. But that doesn't mean we're not important. Okay, we're doing the hard steps to make our future generations better off. Okay, and that's just my family. Now, for the normal, average, quote, American family, or even just family in the world, society's making y'all weak, okay? It's telling you to, like I said, go do this or go do that, and it's not really productive, okay? It's telling you to send your kid to college to get some useless degree that's going to put them $100,000 in debt that they're not even going to use to go work a minimum wage job at Burger King, okay? Society has made you weak. In this case, it has made your pocketbook weak, okay? So if anything, a lot of y'all need to reevaluate. And if anything, most importantly, I know there's someone out there saying, but Darshaun, aren't you currently in college? Aren't you currently a hypocrite because your pocketbook is weak? And what I say to you, party people, or party person rather, I'm looking at you, Tyrone, okay, in the back. I'm just joking, okay? It's not Tyrone. It's actually Stacy over there. But yeah, you Stacy. I'm just kidding. I don't know who it is, okay? But I just know it's one of y'all. And my response to y'all is, remember how I said my family was helping me level up? Well, scholarships. Moving on to the next one, your friends, okay? Your friends, just like your family, are a part of society. and they're making you weak. Society's making you weak, y'all. Okay, we're 20 minutes in. If you're not picking up what I'm laying down at this rate, I don't know where you've been. Okay, I got more points to illustrate this. Okay, I am going in depth, baby, and I still got to go to work in an hour. But this video is gonna be up by then because I the grind, baby. Because I surround myself with friends who grind, baby. I surround myself with family members who grind, baby. Okay, I don't even interact with not successful people. Okay, if you are not doing something productive, get out of my life. It's that simple. It literally is that simple. Okay, and this is how society has made you weak in this case, okay? They just say, oh, stick with your day ones, bro. Hey, if you switch up on your day ones, you're fake, bro, or something like that. Man, I'm sorry, okay? Some of your day ones don't have your best interest at heart, okay? They got the same toxic qualities and habits that they had before, okay? They probably do drugs, they don't got a job, they don't work too well, and it's not conducive with the high level 1%er mindset, because that's what I'm on. I'm trying to be in the 1% intellectually, financially, and everything else in between and outside of that, okay? I'm trying to level up today and get this whop. So, with all that being said, change who you hang around, okay? And yes, this I'm doing the family and the friends in this as well, okay? Not all your family members have your best interest at heart, okay? Sometimes you don't need to completely disconnect yourself from them. You can see them at the family reunion, you can see them around the holidays, but I'm not saying believe everything they say or things of that nature, okay? Because sometimes what they have going on is not really productive for what you want, okay? Maybe you got a business idea, or you got a startup you're trying to do or something, and they just they shoot you down because it's a bad idea. Okay, maybe it is a bad idea. You got to critically think about what they're saying, but once you evaluate their intentions, are they being genuine? Are they giving you legitimate constructive feedback? Or on the flip side, and people often overlook this until it's too late, are they just being yes men, or yes women? Are they just, going along for the ride because they approve everything you do? You can never fail. No, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all got to be more honest with y'all friends, okay? To your friends and your friends to you. You got to be like, no, bro, that's a stupid idea, okay? Because objectively speaking, that's how you get stopped from going to spend $100,000 on a business that's not going to work, okay? Because if anything, if your business actually would work, it would work for little to no startup money. And that's something people often overlook, okay? And your friends and your family are some of the most powerful people you can have amongst yourself. In your life, because these are the people who will be there when they need you, okay, and will be there when you need them. They are your support system. They are what keeps you going in life. They are what keeps you motivated. Actually, motivation doesn't exist. You just need to do it anyways, okay? I did not feel like jumping rope and running yesterday, but I still did it because it's what I had to do, okay? And that's that iron mindset Andrew Tate is teaching me, okay? So get your mind up today. Because 1% intellectually, remember that. But I say all that to say that if your friends are not positively impacting your life, they're a liability, okay? I actively acknowledge that 95% of the people I grew up with were a liability to me. Because, they were doing drugs, they were getting involved in gang stuff, they were getting shot and literally killed in some cases. And it's like, bruh, if I literally hung around that, man, what would I have become? What would I have got myself into? And how would that have affected my life in which I would not be able to get to where I am today, where I'm able to dream and start my own business and start a clothing line here soon and start a creative collective and have goals of owning 100 acres of land, or have goals of investing in stocks and real estate, bonds and ETFs and all of these things. And most importantly, believing in myself enough to go spin a band on podcast stuff, okay? When objectively speaking, I make no money off of this, okay? Okay, I make $1 here and there, but at the same time, it is nowhere near enough to pay this off. This, if anything, is just a glorified hobby that I dream to make into something one day. But I've only done this because I've had that support, of people saying, like, hey, bro, make sure you get that episode up this week. Or, hey, bro, I just watched that episode. I've noticed your editing is kind of whack recently. You're not doing your zoom ins and zooms out. You need to do that again, because I felt myself not being engaged in the video. So you need to have people surrounding you who can level you up today, okay? But it's not just a give relationship. It has to be a give and a get, okay? So if they're providing you feedback, make sure you level them up, okay? I got friends who I'm like, hey, bro, I've been back on the workout grind. I'm about to bring you along too, because I don't know, having a buddy there, you can, one, hold yourself accountable, but two, then it's less lonely, okay? I'm not gonna lie though, there's something about working out alone and just getting that music on, and you're just like, yeah, grinding, yeah, grinding, yeah, okay. But lastly, I gotta finish this because I do still have to, like I said, get this online and then go to work. So the real world, okay, the real world as a whole has made you weak, okay, because the real world is what society is today, okay. When you're living at home with your parents, even when you're in high school, 18 or 17, 18 years old, sometimes 19 if you went to school late or got held back a year, you are living a jaded, how shall I say this? You're living life through the rose glasses, okay. You're not experiencing, what it's truly like to go pay rent out here. You're not experiencing I got 200 free extra dollars for this whole month. How am I going to make that work for food and entertainment, and most importantly, what you should prioritize right after food, of course, is how do I make more money? You have the luxury of being sheltered by your parents who have already done that work. So you're by default being made weaker off of that. Now, I'm not saying, make your kid pay rent as soon as they get a job, but I'm saying at least, to all the future parents out there, and that's why I appreciate my parents, is, teach your kids about, money, teach your kids about work, teach your kids about the grind, and most importantly, teach your kids to appreciate quality family and friends and life events and things of that nature. Because so too often, like I said, going back to the stereotypical American family or whatever, that gets lost in the sauce completely. We see people who grow up in spoiled settings, all the gifts they want, all the money they want, all the cars they want. What happens when you get to the real world and you got to make it yourself? You're weak. You don't know how to do it. You don't know how to keep going to the job you hate because it pays you more money than any other job in the area. Okay, maybe that was a very personal thing towards campus. Okay, I'm just joking. I like my job, but it's very stressful. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm honest about it. Okay, it's very stressful. But I have my podcast and everything I do on the side. And luckily, I could, if I really wanted to, I could grind and like take pictures for a living. You know what I'm saying, or something. So it's possible. But I say all that to say that if you are not actively preparing for the real world, you're weak, bro. Okay, and you're gonna get ate up by people like me, and because I'm trying to future-proof myself, I'm trying to employ myself and make my own money. So going back to the jobs, because when the pandemic hit, there were people with six-figure jobs who thought their office job was secure. When the pandemic came around, they're like, you cut, you fired, you laid off, you ain't got no income no more. What do you do then? That's why you saw all those people in Mercedes and Lexuses showing up to the food line, because lifestyle inflation is a real thing. Make more money, I gotta spend more money. I gotta buy things I don't need to impress people I don't like. The real world is a scam, y'all. The real world, as in society, is setting you up for failure. And most importantly, the whole point of this video, in which I'm trying to emphasize here, is the fact that you have been made weak due to this, okay? So with all that being said, we have currently talked, and I'm finishing the video here, okay? So we have talked about how food has made you weak, how housing has made you weak, how your job has made you weak, how your family has made you weak, how your friends have made you weak, and most importantly, how the real world has made you weak. Okay, that is 6 examples in which how society has made you weak. I have tried to keep it pretty level-headed and not saying too much of crazy things, and I think I've done a pretty good job at that. So with all that being said, thanks for making it to this point in the video. Make sure you follow my new Instagram. I'm gonna post it in the video notes below. It's just Darshaun Smith Productions on Instagram. Specifically, the @ is Darshaun_Smith_Productions. I'm moving away from using my separate accounts for like the Photography God or the Positivity Hour, just to have them all under the same roof, since they all are brands under the same roof, so we might as well have them under the same roof, and then that just makes it easier to not only post content, but just to keep track of comments and updates and things of that nature. So I just made that account yesterday. I will be deactivating or like archiving everything on the other accounts here soon, just so I still have the social rep. It's like I started that and I still own that, but I'll be moving all my operations to a different account. So with all that being said, make sure you view my website as well while you're down there. And also, even more importantly, while you're down there, make sure you provide some feedback, on how you like today's episode, or more importantly, how I can level up today, okay? Because I take all criticism, constructive or not, because I think about it all. Because some of the trolls sometimes have the best level up comments to say, So yeah, thanks for watching today's video. This has been episode 81 of the Positivity Hour. Society has made you weak, okay? Yeah, that's all I got. So make sure you like, subscribe, unsubscribe, hate, comment, follow, unfollow, share, report. I don't care what you do, as long as you're staying positive at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So thanks for watching once again for like the 4th time, my party people today, and I'll see y'all next time, okay? I'll see y'all next week. If you have anything you want to talk about, put that in the comment as well, and anyone to interview too, drop that down there and below. So we lit. I got to get this up and go to work, because it's about to be like a 10-hour work day on a Sunday. So we lit because we grind, baby. We grind. Yeah, I'll see you around though. Woo. Oh, new outro too. Look at it now.